So hi again, JPO here, holding some, like the title says, banana-shaped razors. But this is second time I'm holding this. This is SSR Swedish razor that is, yeah, it's just as bad as a lot of these TI razors. So yeah, I haven't bothered with correcting this to make it stay flat on a stone that, yeah, some people think you need to do. So I'm using the same stone as I used the last time, Nakayama Shiro Suita, that's convexed. So yeah, no, it was previously actually honed on a flat stone, but it's when the geometry is this bad, it takes a little more effort on a flat stone to hit every spot on the razor and get an even bevel. But yeah, so I'm taking a shortcut and just doing what I need to do to get it shaving again. So this stone is cutting in slightly concave bevel, but that's actually not the point here. It's probably erased the next step. So the next step will actually be a flat Nakayama stone. So that ensures that you're working on a much more narrow strip right behind the edge, and evening out the contact with the stone. So even if the bevel is uneven, the tiny strip you are honing is actually or more or less equal on each side. So it's almost impossible to do more work on one side than the other side. So that gives you a really clean edge. So these natural stones are, from my experience, if you get a good one and you use it like this, it's actually at least twice as fast as using synthetic stones, because synthetic stones don't really have the same range as these. They cut almost as deep, even with low pressure. So this can you can, with these natural stones, you can gradually taper off the pressure, and it will cut finer, and so then you can just do most of the work just on one stone like this. So these especially these Suita stones, if you get a good one that's reasonably hard, then they can actually take you from start to almost to finish in a short amount of time. Yeah, and I'm also testing a little more with this setup. It's seems to be working quite well, but as you can see, when I move to the flat stone for the finish, I need to hold it in hand, or yeah, because it's really warped, and yeah, but it's not sitting flat on the stone, so you really need to work every section of the blade separately and blend. So but the majority of the work is done just with these rolling X strokes. So when you do it like this, even if the heel gets more, actually gets almost the same amount of time on the stone, because even if you drop off the heel, then you're rolling your pressure from heel to toe. So when you start the stroke, the front part of the razor is actually not in contact with the stone. So So this is actually a little more complicated than just using two convex stones, because you need to master both. Yeah, this is also reportedly sold as a level 5 stone from GNS, but I actually don't trust the rating from that vendor, because this is closer to 4.5 than 5. Because I have level 5 stones that are considerably more harder than this, and I have level 4.5 stones that are actually as hard or even a little harder than this. So seems like he's putting a number on it just to market it to a specific use. So, and he knows that level 5 for some strange reason is what people think they need. So yeah, this is a reasonably fast stone. So he also sold it as a collector grade stone. So it's yeah, this is one of the stones I will never get rid of. But these two stones are irreplaceable in my opinion. So yeah, and the JNOT prices have also gone through the roof recently, so especially from that vendor. So I think I'm good for a while now with respect to the stones. Yeah, this just getting the final finish on this, and again it's warped, so you need to work the heel, middle and the toe separately, and somehow try to blend it all together. And yeah, and I already shaped this this razor. It's also really smooth and sharp enough edge, so a success. So if you're looking for say a CV Hellestrom Swedish razor, and you come across these SSR razors, they are just as good as the CV Hellestrom razors. The steel is amazing, and yeah, this was also an extra hollow ground razor. So I haven't come across a single Swedish razor that had bad steel, so they are on the hard side. So this takes quite a bit more effort to hone, but as you can see from this honing, it was given a completely new bevel and finished within a reasonable time frame. So it's it takes a few minutes extra to hone this hard steel, but it's not twice the work. Yeah, so that was the first razor. So as you can see from the microscope images, this type of edge is hard to see on the microscope if it's sharp enough, because you can actually see there is some convexity and some slurry rounding effect that's not honed out 100%. So this you need to shave test to see it if it's sharp enough. But you can, from the images, you can see it's more than smooth enough. But yeah. But this turned out to be a success. So this, I'm not sure what the Sweeta does to the steel, but yeah, it's usually a good recipe. Yeah, and the next razor is a TI razor. This is probably the worst geometry I've come across. It's actually been corrected on a diamond plate with yeah, I don't want to call it Dr. Matt method, but it's been some of the banana back is leveled down a little, but it's still really yeah, bad in my opinion. And, probably should have been discarded from the factory. So, but as you can see, this is also given a new bevel with this Sweeta, and since you can lean into the stone with when you're using a convex stone like this without digging into the stone, you can cut in a bevel quite fast, even with this hard steel. So I'm not trying to say that the razor honing is that simple, but it's yeah, what you're seeing now isn't something that is hard to do. So it's yeah, it's when you go to these shaving forums, and they guide you through how to destroy a perfectly good razor, and yeah, it's in my opinion, even a warp razor can be honed without so much trouble if you just do some critical thinking and yeah, or just don't listen to people who don't yeah, I'm not sure what their intentions are, if it's gatekeeping and keeping the status quo, or for some reason this convex toning has gotten a lot of bad attention in my opinion, and it's just a tool. It's and it's just a razor, and it's not that difficult to use either. So the basic principles have been practiced for hundreds of years, and before the internet and the shaving forums decided that all that needed to be disregarded, because now we are so much smarter, and yeah, we have better stones, and so I have my synthetic stones, but they are gathering dust. So if you get a really fast cuticle or a JNet, then you really don't need to spend hours even yeah, it's quite efficient. Of course, if you have chips and stuff that needs to be taken out and corrosion, then of course you can just bust that off with a diamond plate or something, and go to your natural stones, or have a few synthetic stones. But you really don't need to have a basement full of stones and a progression from 1K or 500 all the way to 30K, and you can actually just do it as simple as this. So this is actually one of the hardest Nakayama stones I have used, so it was actually sold quite cheap as a, to be used as a Nagura, but it was given a convex surface, and yeah. So this, I'm not going to a flat stone after this, because this TI razor is, yeah, it's so bent and warped that it's yeah, not a pleasant experience to hone it on the flat stones. But it can be done, but it also has a really uneven bevel, so that means you end up with trying to compensate for that by working each sides in a section with an unequal amount of time, and almost like Kamasuri razor, when you have a large bevel on one side and a tiny bevel on the other side. You need to do more work on the bevel side that has the large bevel, and so this simplifies the process considerably. So, yeah, and I think people need to just make up their own minds if they think this type of process is it's easier or more difficult than having a pile of stones and following a step-by-step dogmatic routine that is preached by the so-called honing experts on this shaving forum. I think it's quite peculiar that most of them haven't even put out a single honing video, but still they are eager to teach or tell people how to do it on these online forums. And yeah, it seems to be less and less activities there at the moment. So maybe people are seeing through the smoke and mirrors and actually doing some rational thinking for themselves. Yeah, so again, it's the process is actually really simple, and even with the warped razor. So, and with a perfectly flat razor, it's even easier to just use a flat stone and just roll the pressure and yeah, put some common sense into it. Yeah, so this paddle strop here is I've put in a wedge into it that's shaped convex, so this maintains ensures that I'm not overstressing the edge. Yeah, and I just shaved with this, and it was I really like this French steel. Yeah, it was both smooth and sharp. The microscope image is I can show that it's that the edge is more than refined enough, and there's not much more work needed on this particular razor. Yeah, so this is at 800x. It's you get a skewed view here because it's focusing on the back of the bevel, but that's just an more of an optical illusion. So, yeah, so that's it. 2 razors, and two warped banana shaped razors. Thank you for watching.